This is a plaque Mountain Rose Women's Shelter gave to me, our family. It's Team Little. And through the generous contributions of our community, Team Little has raised $3,150 in memory of Marcia, my wife. This money was raised for the Mountain Rose Women's Shelter. I think the Lord has shown me the way and the reason I was put in this community. It is volunteer work that makes His kingdom a better place to live. Thank you to the community of Rocky Mountain, guys. And I was born in 1937, and my dad died in 41. And the money, the advice my mother gave to me is not the money that you make, it's the money you spend. And if you have nothing to do, don't do it here. Then she'd put me to work. Okay, now, I think living on the farm, we had none of the real good amenities, you call them. We had no running water. We had no, we had an outdoor toilet, and it got cold in the wintertime. And no electricity, and we had a coal stove to keep warm in the wintertime. And the biggest difference, I think, that from today's parents and our parents was that our parents taught us common sense and values. And my most important things in life was what I've done. Of course, I've done some crazy things too that I'm not too proud of, but I've done a lot of good. I used to volunteer. I had a quad with a blade on it, and I'd go around and do all the neighbors' sidewalks because there's a lot of old people in this area, and that's the volunteer work I did. I also volunteered Meals on Wheels, but they haven't called me for a while. I must be getting too old. Like, I'll be 84 this year. When the experiences that cemented my faith was the community spirit we have at the church. And to bounce back from hard times, just stick to it and don't give up and don't go crying about what you don't have. Because if you don't have it, you didn't need it anyhow. And what else? Oh, what did I do for fun when I was growing up? Well, we lived out on the farm, and they'd have dances at the local schools, and I used to go around after the school, after the dance was over. They'd have them on Saturday night. I'd go around on Sunday and pick up all the beer bottles. I never was lacking for money because my mother told me how to handle it. I don't think the kids today know how to handle money. They never were taught. And that's a sad thing because it's all kind of gimme, not what can I do for the next guy. And I like to do volunteer work in the neighborhood and look after my neighbors. Like, I keep an eyeball on their houses for, people like to break into houses and steal stuff. Well, they don't do it around my neighborhood because they'll get a call from the cops will be on them in no time flat. I can't think of hardly anything else to say. Oh, and politics, I'm not even going to get into that because those poor politicians have a tough enough time as it is. They don't need a bunch of other running them down. They're trying. I'm pretty sure that my provincial government is trying this best, but I'm not too sure about the federal government. Okay.